Welcome to another episode of The Call Sheet. And today we have another special guest. She is an actress here in Atlanta, Georgia. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Kadahlia. So I've been acting for a little minute now, but been taking it seriously for like a few years. So
Good.
and now it's starting to pick up. I'm a little excited. So
Okay, so are you just going by Kadahlia? Just one?
just Kadahlia, like
Okay.
Cher, Zendaya,
Beyonce.
Kadahlia.
I love it, Kadahlia. So tell me, where are you from?
I'm originally from Antigua. Like my whole family were from the Caribbean. Then I came
Okay.
here when I was real young. So my accent only comes out with my family because
Okay.
I went to school in and everything like that here. So
Okay.
standard
good.
Siri English is what you'll hear until I see another Caribbean and I'm like, Wagwan, you know?
Okay. So have you made it back home recently?
Yes, so 2 years ago I went to Carnival for the first time.
Okay.
Did the full 9, full dress up, everything. I had my family calling me like, wait, Kadahlia's in Antigua?
Yeah.
Why y'all ain't say nothing when I was standing there?
Okay.
Calling my mama. What you calling my mama for? I'm right here. But
That's how family does you.
literally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been back and I can't wait to go back again.
Good. Okay. So you were recently on Fatal Attraction. So you have to tell me, how did that come about?
So, when I was on Fatal Attraction, it was literally like one of the best experiences.
Okay. Good.
I felt like everything that could go right went
Mhm.
right. I wasn't nervous, and I'm like, I'm a nervous person.
Okay.
So like, for me not to be nervous, I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be here.
Right.
Like, I'm meant to be here.
Right.
So I'm on Actors Access.
Okay.
So you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I stopped applying to the Fatal Attraction ones because when I thought I looked like the person, I'm like, I'm not getting any auditions back.
Okay.
I'm like, maybe they're tired of seeing my face. Like,
Right.
they're probably thinking, you don't look like her.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
So then I was like, one picture I looked at, and I was like,
Yeah.
what kind of favor?
Yeah.
Let me just try my hand, and then
Mhm.
maybe we'll see where it goes from there. I applied,
Mhm.
less than 24 hours, audition. I'm over here calling my friend. I'm like, okay. We gotta do this. Do the
So when you
self-tape.
first applied, what did you submit?
I submitted. I don't have a reel yet.
Okay.
I'm still kind of working on that.
Of
But I
course, yeah.
submitted like a little clip of me acting
Okay.
because I've done like a few things,
Mhm.
and I submitted a clip. I submitted a headshot.
Okay.
And then like my whole resume, like height,
Yeah.
age, like hair type and all that stuff, like all those things I submitted. Because with Fatal Attraction, it has to be specific. My body has to look like the person,
Right.
face,
Because
hair.
Fatal Attraction on TV One is all about like reenactments, right?
Yes.
Due to like a crime, just like a lover's
Yeah.
quarrel type thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I've seen a couple episodes and I've seen a lot of their promo that they do.
Mhm.
So yeah. Okay, so you submit, they email you back. Hey, you got an audition.
Yeah.
You're excited. What happened after that?
I did the audition, and then again,
Mhm.
less than 24 hours. I'm like, oh y'all quick.
Yeah.
So at that point, I wasn't trying to get too excited because I'm like, okay, they might just be like another audition.
Mhm.
But instead, it was an email, and it was like, if you can match the hair, the job is yours. I'm over here like, you gotta tell me twice.
Okay.
Bust a nice, cute little U-turn. It was
Mhm.
illegal. Don't come for me. But bust a U-turn, and I went to the beauty supply store. I seen the pictures, and I was like, okay, all I need is a little bob weave. I'm not trying to spend too much because I know they're not gonna give my money back.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this looks like that. Let me see. I put it on. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm kind of eating.
Okay.
Like, just a little bit. I sent them a picture.
Mhm.
And they were like, oh, thank you for your quick response. I was like, I can match the hair.
Yeah.
Where do you need me to be?
Exactly.
It's over with. So that happened,
Mhm.
and it was just like a ride.
Oh, I love it. So do they shoot here in Atlanta?
No.
Oh,
They shoot in
okay.
Tennessee. And
Okay,
they
so-
do lodging. They
Okay.
do food,
Mm-hmm.
but you just have to get there.
Okay.
So of course, you know, Georgia, Tennessee,
See.
it's right there.
Yeah.
I got in my car,
Mhm.
packed my car up, told my daddy I was leaving,
Mhm.
told my mom, and she was like, oh my God, I'm so excited, call me every night. I'm
Mhm.
like, that's not realistic.
Okay.
But, like, I'll call you.
Okay.
Drove down there, put the music on, and like I said, I wasn't nervous. I felt like this was where I needed to be.
Yeah, you were in your purpose, so
Yes.
your soul was at ease.
Yes.
Yes. I love that.
Mhm.
So once you got to set, how many days were you there?
3.
Okay, 3 days.
Mhm.
And were they like 8-hour days, 10-hour days?
So the first day was just a whole lot of like pictures and like the standing and looking at the camera. So I wasn't
Okay.
really saying much. It was just
Okay.
them trying to get me in different like emotions and everything like that for the
Okay.
first day. I met everybody. I think that day might have been between 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
Went back to the hotel and just chilled.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next day, that was like the big day. The next day was like the big fight scene and the big everything.
Okay.
So I was on set for like a good 12 hours.
Okay.
And other than that, like 12 and 8, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that's like a typical day. I mean, I've heard, some actors 14, 16 hours on set, which is brutal. So with the fight scene, how was that fun? Was it intimidating?
Oh, it was so fun. Like, I've been saying it to myself. I was like, I want to do my own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be like Jackie Chan. Like, to an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent, I want to be like Jackie Chan. Because I heard he done broke so much stuff.
Oh, yeah. Over the years, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I was like, what I can do, I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And with this, they were like, okay, you're going to run across there and you're going to fall this way and hopefully you land on the mat. I'm like, not hopefully I land on the mat, but I'm going to land on the mat. A few times I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
A few times trying to get up and run.
Yeah.
I slipped under me, hit my
Mm-hmm.
shoulder here, but like the adrenaline, I didn't feel any of it. They were like, are you okay?
Right,
and I'm like, yeah, let's do it again.
That sounds like so much fun.
It is.
So how was it working with the other actors on set?
Oh, they were so cool. I was like nervous because this was like my biggest like thing that I've done so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, maybe everybody's gonna be coming on their A game. Let me make sure I know my lines back to front. Like, that's how I approached it. I was like, nobody gonna say I'm lacking.
Right.
So I was like, I got it, cool. I wasn't expecting everybody to like talk until we got there. Everybody was pretty much on the same level.
Okay.
It was like, oh, this is my first thing. This is my third thing. Or I've been on Fatal Attraction multiple times. You have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
So I felt comfortable.
Good,
And
because everybody was kind of on the same level.
Yeah.
Good. So you had to invest in your wig. You brought that to set. Did you have to get your own clothing, or does the set have that? How did that work?
So because it's a reenactment, she did wear certain things during certain times.
Okay.
So they provided me with like the outfit I got murdered in, the
Okay.
outfit I was doing my stunts in, a few of like my portrait shot outfits.
Okay.
And here and there, I just had to do like 2 or 3 shirts of my own.
Okay.
So it wasn't
that's
too
not.
bad.
Yeah, that's not too bad at
Yeah.
all. It's really good. Good. So, what was your biggest takeaway with working with Fatal Attraction? Like in that moment, what did you get the most? Like the thing that stood out to you the most as an actor?
I think what stood out to me the most, and it might seem like it's just falling on deaf ears, everybody talks about it every 5 seconds, but just like pure kindness.
Okay.
Like, you don't expect people in this business to actually be nice.
Right.
Well, I don't. It's like, it's a business, we're on a time frame, time is money.
Right.
And say I'm like nervous and this is my first time doing something like this.
Right.
They were real comfortable with me. Like, they're like walking me through it. It's fine, it's okay, like do it like this or do it like this. Some people are like, you need to have it together by the time we get here. So they were super duper kind. They took their time with me, and I was just like, okay, if y'all need me back,
Right.
I'll run across the thing again.
Good.
So
yeah. It was worth all the
Yes.
steps to get there. Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop in and say thank you so much for watching the call sheet. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell and leave your comment. What's the best part of this episode that you like? Be sure to follow us on Fanbase, on Facebook, and on Instagram at The Call Sheet Podcast. We'll be putting up some behind the scenes clips and telling you what's coming up next. If you have any questions around the acting industry here in Atlanta, feel free to email me at thecallsheetpodcast@gmail.com. Okay, back to the episode. Tell me about young Kay, like starting out. Did you always have the acting bug, or is it something you picked up?
So no, I did not always have the acting bug. When I was younger, I wanted to be a dentist.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, the dream isn't gone.
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind. I mean, the years are still gonna pass anyway, so I
Right.
might as well have something else to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think around high school is when I got the love for it.
Okay.
Because I had to do a mandatory class, and I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing this. What else is there? Theater.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, theater class was great. I was like, how far can I go in this if it's not theater?
Mm-hmm.
Then I started looking into like acting. I started doing like little free things on YouTube.
Okay.
Any type of classes that I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
I did them. I'm writing down notes. I'm like, okay, bet.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this, I can do that. I've always been kind of quirky and funny, like making my family laugh.
Yeah.
Doing different accents and everything like that. They were like, oh no, you have to be on somebody's TV.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, the dream kind of came in high school.
In high school. Okay. So with acting classes, are you currently training or
No,
you
I'm
train
currently looking for like,
for new acting
Yeah.
classes? Okay. How important is the training for you?
it's extremely important.
Okay.
Because maybe something that I'm doing I might not notice,
Mm-hmm.
and then somebody else was like, okay, well, maybe Kadahlia does that, but
Right.
the character shouldn't do this. Like,
Okay,
I
yeah.
tapped my leg, and I was like, is the character nervous? No. So you gotta get out your way of like doing that, because that's
Mhm.
a Kadahlia trait. So then I'm like, things I don't notice that I'm doing,
Yeah.
they'll be like, did you know that you tap your hand? And I'm like, no. Looking down, hands doing like this. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, I need
Yeah.
to get in my body and learn how to like relax my body enough to be somebody else.
Yes.
So with somebody noticing that, looking at me,
Mm-hmm.
training is important.
Okay, very good. So with the training and you're developing your character, what would be an ideal character that you would want to play?
Oh, I want to play the villain.
You want to play the villain?
I want to play the villain.
You don't even give villain.
Exactly.
Okay, so
like,
that would be
if everybody sees me and they're like, oh, you're so sweet, you're so
Mhm.
nice, I'm like, thank you. Now watch me on this episode literally be like a stone cold killer. Like, I want to be crazy. I want to be
Mhm.
like, I want you to be like, that's so far from you.
Mhm.
That's how I know you're good,
Yeah,
because like that's not you at all.
for
so
sure.
if I can actually transform into that,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be like, ooh,
Ooh, yeah, she's good.
EGOT.
Yeah,
EGOT.
EGOT. So speaking of EGOT, who are some of your inspirations within acting?
I love Denzel.
Okay,
I love
yeah, it's
Viola.
top tier.
Right.
Yeah.
I love Letitia from Black Panther.
Oh yes, she's from the UK.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And I do love a lot of UK people. So
Okay.
like, I'm blanking on his name, but the guy from Top Boy, like the main
Ooh.
character from Michael. I think his name is Michael.
His name's Michael. Okay.
Yeah. I like Michael. I like
Mhm.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay.
Like, there's so many people that I look up to, and I'm like, I can see you in a different role.
Mhm.
They're not just playing the same role every 5 seconds.
Right.
And when they switch their accents,
Mhm.
everything. Lamar off of BMF, his
Yes.
name is blanking, but he's so
I
good.
didn't even know he was from the UK until I, started
doing interviews
yeah,
and stuff like that, and you're like, huh?
Wait, what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the same with Damson Idris from
Yes.
Snowfall. I was like, wait, what?
It's a shock,
I
and the
know.
California accent is hard.
It is, yeah.
There are a few accents that even I'm like, okay, it's a little bit hard.
Yeah.
You know you're from there, you know you're not from there. But
Mhm.
because I guess he had like John Singleton and all those people helping him out,
Right,
he got it.
Yeah.
Until I see interviews and I'm like, wait a minute,
right.
Tia Crumpets.
Yeah, I know.
But
And then when he started, of course, popping up on social media, you got
Mhm.
more of his personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so besides Denzel, Viola, who else?
Me,
Mm-hmm. You're your own
Brandy
inspiration.
Michelle, that's my friend. She's
Okay.
amazing.
Okay,
When I
she's
say
an actress as
amazing,
well?
She is.
Okay.
And I watch her and I'm in awe.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get her information too.
You need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to follow her.
Of course, Miss Angela Bassett.
Yes.
Angela did the thing.
Mm,
Like,
okay.
I love Angela. I want to say like on the newer school,
Mm-hmm.
I like Jacob Lattimore.
Okay.
I know he like started in music, but
Mhm.
like he's like big in
Big,
acting now.
yes.
I like. Who else? I think right now.
Those are the top ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as a director, who would you like to be directed by?
Denzel.
Yeah, he is a director. Yes,
He is a director.
Yes.
I would like to be directed by him. I would like to be directed by. The names are like.
Blanking. It's okay.
Yes.
What movies have I done? Maybe I can.
And it's a big one, and you're gonna be like, you didn't know that.
No, no.
Pulp Fiction.
Who did Pulp Fiction? Look, now I don't even know that. I need to
Do
Google
Pulp
that.
Fiction, Django.
Oh, Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I think they said that he stopped.
Is he finished? Like, does he like retire?
I think they said that. I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not either.
Because
his movies are very distinct.
They are.
Yeah, they're very, like, with the blood.
Yes.
Like, the blood splatter is just, very Quentin Tarantino. Like, when you see that. I definitely understand that.
Lena Waithe.
Yes. Because I'm upset that they stopped the 20s.
No, 20s was so good.
20s on BET was so good.
So good. I was watching with my brother, and I'm like, for a guy to want to watch,
it was so
good.
It was good.
I
really love that one. And I love the actors that she chose for that series too.
Yes.
They were really good.
I want to see them in more things. I feel like I need to go actually like do a deep dive on them
to see where else they are. That's very true. That's true. Okay, so what are some of your future aspirations? Do you prefer film more, television, or theater?
I think I don't want to limit myself.
Okay.
But I think I'm leaning more towards film.
Okay.
But I know once you do a theater, you're a different breed because it's nonstop. There is no stop, do that over again. You gotta know your stuff.
Right.
So I think if I do theater a little bit more, it's gonna just make me better.
Right. Yeah.
So theater it's up there.
It's up there. But you gravitate towards film.
Yes.
Okay. And why is that? Why film?
I just think it's timeless.
Yeah.
I mean, shows come and they go, and then you have like the few fans, like you and I, on 20s.
Yes.
But somebody else might be like, 20s, never heard of it. They might see it and they're like, didn't do anything for me. But there are certain movies that people can agree on, whether you like the actors or not, that are classics.
So speaking of that, what are like your top 3 classic films?
Top 3 classic films. Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Training Day.
Okay.
It's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
And I love What's Love Got to Do with It.
Oh, me too.
She transformed.
Oh, yes.
And I don't think I look like anybody to like make that transformation. I'm hoping there's somebody out there that can find a biopic for me to do.
Right.
I want to literally immerse myself inside someone else.
But to me, Angela Bassett and Tina Turner don't look alike. But I think she was just able to grasp her mannerisms so well. Yeah, so I feel like even if you don't look exactly like someone, you could still transition, into that character.
You got me feeling a little bit great. Okay.
Because I don't feel like they look alike, but What's Love Got to Do with It?
What she did with that though.
I know.
I'm still like, I quote it. I have no business quote it, but where does it fit? Okay, but I quote it.
Yeah, it's a classic. I feel like it was on maybe a week or so ago, and I just found myself like cleaning up around the house and still watching it. It's just it's
no matter how many times I can watch it over and over, and it feels like the first time.
Right.
Because I'm noticing something different that I didn't notice the first time.
Right.
Or the second time.
Right.
So
yeah. And then like of course like Ike was the villain.
Ooh.
But Lawrence Fishburne just played that character.
He did.
So well.
They use his meme. I use his meme all the time. Like, I wonder if he actually uses his memes.
I wonder if he's got to know about it. I mean, he's got to know about it.
He's in the know of things to not know that there are a bunch of memes
about
that people
and then of course he's gone on to make a whole career for himself. So
he's trickling over into like directing and producing too.
Yeah,
I've seen his name a few times on like Blackish and Grownish.
Right. Yeah.
So
I've seen
I was looking
too.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of actors, go behind the camera to either write or produce or direct. Do you think you would do something like that? For sure.
I would love. I feel like I got a good eye.
Okay.
So like, I would love to direct. I want to produce, and I want to write. Because I got a story to tell. I think everybody has a story to tell, but like my day to day, something happens every single day. Whether it's small or big, an interaction. Like my friends call it like KDTV. Because every single time I come back, I'm like, guess what happened? This man in Starbucks, he just like approached me and he told me, I love you, Black Queen. But when I told him no thank you on the number, now all of a sudden I'm ugly.
Yeah. So it's like, my sister had the same experience at a gas station.
It's like, wait a minute. What happened 5 minutes ago? I thought I was the wind beneath your knees, the reason why you woke up this morning. Like,
no, for real. My sister had that same experience. But yeah, so writing, that would be amazing. Do you want to write now as you're pursuing acting, or do you just want to focus on just building your resume as an actor?
So I have a few things written.
Okay.
And I just haven't like got around to like making them like a bit bigger.
Right.
I'll write down my ideas, or like if I'm dreaming and I'm sleeping, I'll write something down. I'll wake up and I'm like, ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Or I'll like have an idea for a show that they should do. And then sometimes I see the show, so I'm like, Apple, you tapping into my notes.
They may be reading it.
You tapping into my notes?
Yeah.
Or does somebody else have the same idea?
Yeah.
So when I see something, I'm like, ooh, gotta do that. I don't see that often. Let me write about it.
Right.
Or if it's a passion to me, then I'm gonna write about it. There's not.
Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate your time. So that's it for us. We'll see you all next time on the call sheet.